Hello, soul family. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. We are on day 3 of the magic. Some of you might have been joining in the previous practices, or you might have just found us today and join in whenever you can. You can always go back in and find the other videos on my YouTube channel or in our Facebook group, our Hello Freedom Lifestyle Water Tribe. I'm Aiylah Valkyrie. I am the host of the Path to Freedom Dream Life podcast, as well as hosting our 28-day magic gratitude practice. And we are using the book called The Magic. So on our intro video, we tell a little bit about that, so you can backtrack and look into that and get some more details about it. And we also have all the freebies and all the goodies in our private Facebook group. So you can click in the description box below or in the comments in my link tree and join our Hello Freedom Lifestyle Facebook group and receive all the goodies. Everything is in the pinned post, and then you'll see the guides tab, and all of the practices are in order, as well as a free copy of the magic and our tracker. So we're going to go ahead and get started with day 3. And day 3 is all about magical relationships. So I'm going to just read to you a little bit about the magical relationships and then tell you a little bit about my own takeaways. I'm going to bring in our special co-host, Michelle Lee, and she's going to share with you a little bit about her experience doing the magic and the magic relationships, and then we will give you the homework, and that's it. So it's really a simple, easy practice. Now with day 2, you will have your special rock. Let me grab my rock, actually. So here is my gratitude rock, and it fits so nicely in my palm. And so you'll be working with your rock on every single night before you go to bed. You're going to be saying your most magical thing that happened during the day. And it's also a really fantastic way for you to recall all of the things that's happened every single day and really embed that into your being, into your frequency before you go to sleep. So make sure you're utilizing your magic rock from here forward. And even when the days that I'm not journaling, after I've completed this magic practice and just doing my regular magical day, moving forward, you'll see at the end of our tracker, we have a space for the very end of your practice where it's called Keeping the Foundation Strong. And you can continue to use your magic rock in that practice as well. So I am going to share a little bit about just some of the takeaways from day 3, magical relationships. It is your contact and experiences with other people that give your life joy, meaning, and purpose. Because of that, your relationships affect your life more than anything else. To receive the life of your dreams, it's vital that you understand how your relationships affect your life now and how they are the most powerful channels for gratitude to start magically changing your life. Probably, the most astounding statistic that has come out of research studies is that for every one complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, then there has to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish. So for every one complaint, there has to be 10 blessings. And this is where things get really off of balance. If you're constantly complaining in your heart or complaining to your coworkers or your girlfriends about your spouse or your mom or whatever, think about how quickly that can get off balance, right? Your words are very powerful. And there's a quote here. We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. That was a quote from Thornton Wilder. Words are very important. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you actually bring to your own self. This is the very reason why the greatest minds and teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for you to receive more in your life, then you must increase. And in order for your life to magically increase, then you must have gratefulness for others, just as they are. What if every person close to you said, I love you just the way you are? How would you feel? Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just as they are. So we're going to choose 3 of your closest relationships to be grateful for. And you might choose your spouse, your son, your father, your boyfriend, girlfriend, business partner, sister, brother, whatever. You might choose your best friend, your grandmother, your uncle. You can choose any three relationships that are important to you, as long as you can get a photograph of that person. The photograph can be just of the person or both of you together. So in the magic book, it says to print out the photos, but that's not possible in today's day and age. So I always recommend getting a digital photo of that person and then just putting them on your screensaver for your phone or wallpaper, and just really sit with those people. And you can do day 1, day 2, day 2, day 3, or you can make a little collage of all 3 of them and put them on your wallpaper, and just be as creative as possible. You can use Canva or whatever you want to use to make that as creative as you can, but make it easy. Don't stress over it, okay? And so once you get those 3 photos together, you are going to be using those photos in your practice. It's really nice if you can print them, because you can put them on your altar with your gratitude practice. But if you can't, you're going to see your phone all the time, or you can even put them on the desktop of your laptop or whatever. So just be as creative as you can. So you're going to spend some time thinking about what you're grateful for about the person. What are the things that you love most about this person? What are the things what are their best qualities? What could you be grateful for? Their patience, their ability to listen, their talents, their strength, their good judgment, their wisdom, their laughter, their sense of humor, their eyes, their smile, their kind heart. You could be grateful for the things that you enjoy doing with the person. Or you can recall a time when the person was there for you and cared for you and supported you. After you've spent some time thinking about what you're grateful for about the person, then put their photograph in front of you. And then get your journal and your notebook and your pen, or your notebook and your pen, or you can even do it on your computer. Choose the 5 things that you're most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person as you make your list of the 5 things. Begin each sentence with the magic words, thank you. Address the person by their name, and then write what you're grateful for. So thank you, Mom, for bringing me into this world. Thank you, Dad, for your loving kindness and always supporting me. Thank you, my sister, for being present in my life and being my best friend. So whatever that is, those are the ones that just came to my heart immediately. And it's a really fun practice. It's a really heartfelt practice, and it really brings us into this beautiful frequency of joy. So when you finish your list for people, continue with the magical practice by taking the photographs with you and putting them in a place where you'll see them. And that's why I recommend just putting them on your phone. Whenever you look at the photograph today, thank that person by saying the magic words, thank you, and their name. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, sister, whatever, and just really bring them into your heart field. If you're moving around a lot, then you can print out your photos. Then you can put your photos on your phone, but if you're at home, you can print them out and put them on your altar. So now that you know how to use the gratitude to transform relationships into magical relationships, then it's a very simple practice. It's something that brings us into the heart space, and it's very, very refreshing, just to really spend time thinking about the people that we really love. So once you do that, then you want to go do the same manner of this method, whomever you're thinking of. Like you can do 3 more people the next 3 days, and whenever you feel like you're going to add that on, you can add that onto your practice and do this as many times as possible. The more you can be grateful for the good things in your relationships, the faster that every relationship in your life will magically change. So I'm going to bring Michelle on, and we're going to talk a little bit about our takeaways for utilizing this practice in our own life. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi, Aiylah. Thank you. Thank you. So glad to be here.
So glad you're here. So what are your takeaways for the magical relationships practice, or what have you done before?
I have. And some takeaways are that when you really dig deep and see how or what ways you are thankful for others, it just helps you to cultivate more love And you said it perfectly a second ago. It raises the vibration and creates joy. And that's why we're here, why we're part of this collective. And being grateful for people brings you more people. And not just anyone, the right people. So you set yourself up to bring in your tribe and be grateful for them. And they are grateful for you. And it feels so yummy and delicious. And it raises the vibration of everyone and the planet.
Very well said. Absolutely. And just yesterday, or 2 days ago, I did a really beautiful bodywork practice. And the bodywork practice was a spontaneous gift from a friend at the space where I hold my shop here in Austin, Texas. And I was able to deeply dive into the space of breathing and having some orthopedic body work. And he finished the practice with something that I'd like to share with you today. His name is Bo. He's an elder in our community and a physician. And he said, as I was just lying there, breathe deep into your diaphragm. So I'm going to walk you through this, and you can do it with me if you'd like. So we're going to breathe deep into our diaphragm and expand the rib cage, expand the belly, and just really fill the being with light and love and prana, oxygen. And then think about all the clients that you've ever had. And then think about all the clients that you ever will have. All as one. Just breathe into that oneness. Just feel that expand. And think about all the relationships that you have had. And think about all the relationships that you will have as one. We are all one. So coming into this place of oneness in our heart, take a deep breath in and a deep ah. Just releasing it out, shaking it out. So I love that, and it just feels so bright and shiny to think about all of us as one. And because we truly are all one. So I'm going to read to you the practices for today, and you can also follow up with downloading the tracker from our Facebook group. If you're not already in the Facebook group, click in the description box below and join the group. And you can also grab the freebies from the guides there in the group. It's called Hello Freedom Conscious Business Lifestyle Water Tribe on Facebook. And there's a link, also my link tree in my bio. So we'd love to see you in there and commenting on this video here on YouTube or on the Facebook video as well. So we know you're doing the practices with us. So you're going to repeat steps 1 to 3 of the magical practice. Number 1, count your blessings, make a list of blessings, write why you're grateful. So thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're on live. If you're here, please comment that you're doing practices just so we know. I'm coming in comments. I appreciate that. And so you're going to always say the why. It's really easy to just rote, mythology, just thank you, thank you, and it seems really kind of lame until you add the why. And that's really where you get into the frequency of it, right? And then you're going to read your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful as you can for that blessing. Next, you're going to choose your 3 closest relationships and collect a photograph of each person. And with the photo in front of you, you're going to write 5 things that you're most grateful for about that person on your journal or on your computer. So get your journaling practice on. Begin each sentence with the magic words thank you. Write their name and specifically what you're grateful for that person. And then you're going to take those 3 photographs with you, whether it's on your laptop or in your phone, or you have printouts of them or whatever. Like I said, just be as creative as you can. And then before you go to sleep, You're going to get your magic rock. Michelle, do you have your magic rock with you?
I
She
sure
showed
do.
us her magic rock on. There's hers. This is a heart shape. Mine looks like a heart too. So
Yes.
cute.
Love it.
There's so many heart shaped rocks, y'all, and it's like when you start looking for heart shaped rock, oh my gosh, there's another one. So you're going to say your magic words, thank you, and then for the best thing that happened that day. So Michelle, I'm going to turn it back over to you for any final thoughts before we close out day 3.
I think the thought that we are all one is so accurate and true and so beautiful to think about, because when we think of the planet that way, we can become even more loving and accepting of people and who they are, and that just feels so yummy to me. So thank you for saying that. I love that.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is the way for us to just bring the collective together, raise the frequency of this planet as we are all ascending into 40, 5D, 60, 70. We're accelerating and we're accelerating and we're accelerating. But also, it's so important to ground and slow down and breathe and be very present, because this now moment is the only point of power that we have. And so being present in the now, that's the only place we can really be. And so be here now, as Ram Dass taught us, be here now, be here now. That's why there's a chair on the front of that book inside the sacred geometry. Sit your ass down and get still. Get your ass on the ground, and this is why it's so important to hold a rock and to hug a tree and to be out in nature.
Yeah.
So make sure you're grounding every single day. And we'd love to hear from you for your gratitude practices. So make sure you comment below on where you're dropping in from and what day you're on. And just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, yes,
Namaste.
yes. Namaste.
All right. Bye, y'all.